guys and girls, you anime crazies, welcome back to my channel. Stargirlnice here, ready to do reactions, reviews and analysis on any anime video I can get my cheeky little hands on. We're back with this fabulous video. I really hope you enjoy it because I know I will. Before we start, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, hit that like button if you enjoy this video, and share this video with all your friends and family and everyone you know. The more you share, the more you care. And also don't forget to hit that bell button, because every time you hit that bell button, you will be notified as soon as my videos pop up, so you do not miss a beat. As you already know, or if you're new to my channel, this is my review and analysis video that you find at the end of my reaction videos. If you would like to watch the reaction video, just click on the link down below and you can see my reactions to the whole episode and have the review analysis at the end. So whatever your video, pick which one, and I hope you enjoy. And I'll see you guys there soon. Catch you later. Whoa. I felt so nostalgic watching that. You got to meet Izuku as his little cinnamon roll self before all of it happened. Some parts of him I kind of miss. And other parts you think, oh my goodness, I am glad he's changed that. But to think his childhood may not have had like a family member dying, or he had something like told he had only minutes or years to live, something like that. Or he was told he didn't have a quirk and being bullied. But he finds out that no one is equal at the age of 4. Bullying can affect you in a way that people don't even realize. It can drive people to do something to harm themselves. But to think, even though he was bullied since the age of 4, and even though someone told him to jump off a building and pray you have it in the next life, your quirk, he still managed to keep walking forward. Even though he wanted his mum to tell him you can be a hero, not say I'm sorry. So it's really nice to see the origin story again for him, because then you've got the sense of where he's come from and why he's working so hard to be the hero that he can be. I love this episode. I love watching the origin of anyone's story. It's fantastic. You get the insight of what makes their personality what they are when you first meet them. Now, speaking of other characters, I don't know if some of you read in one of my video's comments, someone was talking to me about Bakugo and how I wasn't a big fan of him before the fight with him and Midoriya. In this episode, this is the reason why. Comes off with a massive ego, so egotistic. He's a bully, and he gives off the impression he don't care about anyone but himself, because if someone doesn't have a quirk, he thinks I'm way better than you and you don't deserve anything in life, so you might as well kill yourself. I mean, really? And he thinks he can be a hero? Yes, your quirk is awesome, but it's what you do with your quirk that can make you a hero. And the right attitude is definitely a huge part of that. So his first impression, because for me, first impression's always important. But that's me. Everyone else is different. And I respect you guys. I respect how you like your characters, how you've grown to be fond of them in movies, books, shows, or even just meeting a natural person for the first time, how you engage their personality. That's fine. But for me, first impressions are everything. And to meet him like that, I mean, bullying someone since he was a young child to a point of telling them to jump off a building, I'm sorry, he wasn't like in my top 10 of favourite characters from this show for a while. Constantly would say, I'm better than everyone. And yes, I respect his competitiveness, but saying everyone is a pile of poo and no one else matters but me is not an attitude you want to bring in to the hero profession, because heroes are there to think of others, not themselves. In my opinion, So I think this is only by the end of season 3, I've started to like his character because he has changed. Since this episode 1 to season 3 and near to the end of season 3, Bakugo has gone through a massive change. Yes, he's still a jerk, but he's not a bully jerk. If you kind of get where I'm going with this. So his character in this episode, I was not a fan of. But I'm glad season 3 has improved him. But anyway, back to episode 1. Introduced All Might. Wow. What an introduction. I mean, you see him in his hero outfit of how Midoriya is narrating about the world. And I like the narration. But it didn't drone on. And it went with what the visuals were showing. Explaining how quirks came to be, how the world became a superhero society, and how the laws changed to put into government how heroes can be an occupation. They're not police, but they can work with police. Well, I like that, and how he explained it, and you got to see it at the same time. So that's really cool. So anyway, back to All Might. Introducing All Might many different ways, especially when we see the sludge villain for the first time, and All Might's saying, "I am here." You already got the feeling, all right, he is going to be in the story. Right from there. And then seeing him again when he saves Midoriya did make me laugh with, patting on his cheek to wake him up, to signing his notebook, to when him and Midoriya are flying in the air and he almost knocks him off but realises, oh yeah, we are flying. Oh, hey. You got to see All Might's personality, even though he's a super cool hero. He has this funny personality you could just love. But we don't get to see more of that until next couple of episodes, so can't wait to talk about it then. Midoriya's mum. Yeah, not much people do talk about her. I mean, you got to see little bits of her, and you did get to understand that she's a very caring mum and thinks only of her son and wants to help him anyway, but she feels powerless. And yes, she can approach things better with him. Like when he's crying about he can't, feels defeated that he can't be a hero. But Mum cries too, and you can hear it in Midoriya's head, "Mum, that's not what I want you to tell me." So Mum is the cinnamon roll as well. That's like mum, like son, like mum, like son, like mum, But yeah, getting to see her little bit of personality, you kind of want to know more about her. But then also you get to introduce to all different little characters. Only snippets, but those characters are the heroes. And I like how the public is announcing, hey, it's this hero, he's this hero type and all this. So you kind of get an introduction to them, but you kind of get how the society works on heroes. So I love the characters. I feel like this episode 1, and when I watched it for the first time, I couldn't even speak. It was amazing. It's only, you find rare episodes that can do a great introduction to get a show started. Because some things just throw you right in there and you're confused about what's going on. I don't understand. But this one not only was visual pleasing, but helped bring out the story. Great prologue, should we say, an introduction. So I like that. The music, I love music. I studied music. I absolutely adore it. And this music worked with every scene. So when the heroes come on, you've got this hyped, pumped up music to get you hyped too for this scene happening. To the sad moments that you want to cry. The music was so pleasing to my ears. I think during the episode, I literally was like bobbing my head, moving my body to it, because I absolutely love it. If you got me in a challenge saying, try not to move, and you played that music, I'd lose. Because that music was beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Loved it. Visuals. I love the visuals. The backgrounds at different points were absolutely brilliant. Like the part where after Midoriya and All Might flew through the air and they landed, and Midoriya's like, oh, my eyes flashed before my eyes. You can see the little background behind him. It was comic book themed. It went with the show. And when you meet characters for the first time, it had a kind of comic book freeze frame of them, which was brilliant every time you met a hero. Freeze comic book style. Even when you met Bakugo, because he's going to be a hero eventually. And I loved it. It was a shame they couldn't do that for All Might, but I think introducing him through different parts of the episode, from his introduction in Midoriya's narrative to the video on Midoriya's computer to actually meeting him, was the biggest introduction in the world. And he doesn't need a freeze frame. That's his introduction, which was brilliant. So all in all, I am glad I started watching this show. The first time I watched episode 1 of My Hero Academia, I was hooked. And it's rare to get me hooked in a show on episode 1. Because sometimes when I watch a show, any show, I watch like the first few episodes. Because episode 1, I'd say like 80% of the time, episode 1 does not stand out to me. So I think to myself, look, I'll give it a chance. We'll go through the next couple of episodes after that and see how it goes. And then I decide whether I want to watch it or not. But this show got me hooked on the first episode. Especially at the cliffhanger right at the end, when Midoriya asks his idol, All Might, can I be a hero without a quirk? And then just leaves it there. So what's this hero going to say? Yes? No? You have to tune in to the next episode to find out. That's what I love. But the music that went with it and the visuals, so it was kind of like a fade out. And it was brilliant. And again, as Midoriya was narrating, I felt like he was telling the story to someone else. It's not like he's telling it to us. He might be telling it to the next hero that he may be training in the real distant future. Who knows? But I love this narrative. It's like he's telling the story to, to us, but to someone. That's how it comes off to me. Well, I'm so glad I've gone back and started this over again. The nostalgia is absolutely wonderful. I feel so happy that I'm watching this again. Well, I'm going to do episode 2 this weekend, so I hope you join me back there with the next episode, and we'll talk about it more then. Thank you for joining me. We're starting right back at the beginning of season 1 of My Hero Academia. This was episode 1, and this is me saying goodbye. But before I leave, don't forget, subscribe, share, like, and hit that bell, and I'll see you guys again soon. Ciao for now.